Hey everybody, welcome to AI DIY. I'm your host Matt, or AIDIY.tech is the website. Today, I'm going to go ahead and encourage you who are thinking about getting started with AI music or not really sure how to start. I want to get you going. If you're interested in that, just go ahead and stay tuned. Okay, firstly, I want to say thank you to my subscribers who've been along with the journey so far. I've been very thankful for everything you've done in the comments you left below and the feedback you've given. I'm just going to ask for one little favor. If you do tune into this channel regularly, or even if you're just here and you're the sort of person that likes to give support, I'm hoping that some people that are new to this AI music or AI artwork sort of comment below and ask some questions. Don't leave it just to me to sort of jump in. I'd like to see my regular subscribers or even some, sort of good people out there here for the first time to jump in and encourage some of the new starters to go along, and maybe if they're asking for tips, to sort of help out with that. Okay. You're here because you are new to AI music, or you've been around for a little while. You're hoping that there'll be a couple little tips you can pick up on, or you want to be sort of part of the community. That's great. Now, if you're worried that maybe you jumped onto this whole AI art or AI music thing a little bit too late, let me just show you this little Bitcoin analogy, because Bitcoin's the trend at the moment. So right now, everybody's talking about how Bitcoin is, and it's too late and it's too far along the game. Well, I'm just going to show you where you are in the AI music journey, in the lifespan of what, AI music could be if it sticks around. And this is me here. We're all just at the beginning. There's so much in the future. I mean, even just now, the technology, the two main AI music makers, Suno and Udio, they're really just figuring themselves out and constantly pumping out updates at the moment. So the best of AI music is still far into the future. Now is the absolute best time to do what you can to get started and experiment around. And that way, when that future Bitcoin AI music thing comes out there, you will already learn as many things you could possibly can, and you'll be at the top of the charts with the rest of us. And if you're still not convinced, I want to show you only a few months ago where I started off on my journey, which is in the Udio app, which I still haven't mastered, a song called Waves of Green Harmony.
When you've got a home so true, no more need for roots, it's fair. As painful as our journey, like the north wind in our hair.
Okay, that's enough of Waves of Green Harmony, but we all have a starting point, right? Like even my YouTube channel, if you look back, don't look back, but I look back once in a while, leave those. Be proud of that you started. I leave my old YouTube videos there. It's good to start. You can be proud that you started. So this is how I want you to start, and here's a few things to take into consideration. First thing to take into consideration, which platform do you start on? I started on Udio because I didn't know Suno existed and didn't really understand the differences. And I can confidently say that there are definitely differences. And if people have given this feedback, and I've seen it myself. Udio, if you drill down and you get really good at using Udio, you can come out with really great sounds. I have not had great success with Udio. Suno is the other platform. If you basically put a song in with your lyrics, pump it out, it might take a few. You will go through a few, just trying till eventually you land on a version of that song that you like. But to get results and that makes sense, the easiest way is with Suno. So if you want to start out, I suggest Suno. If you want to really, go for it, and you think you have the time and patience to figure out Udio without sort of giving up, then go for Udio. I started really my starting was with Suno. Here's the second thing you need to know is your first songs, you're possibly going to be proud of them because it's going to be awesome. Maybe you've never sort of created this way before. It's not necessarily going to have commercial value. It's not possibly going to connect with some sort of audience. And I personally would consider, unless you have really supportive friends and really supportive family, I would consider not showing it to friends and family straight away unless you're really confident or something like that. Like friends and family have a real knack of not understanding how excited you are about something and saying, oh, that's pretty cool, how'd you do that? The likely response from that is, isn't that just something you had like a computer created or something like that? Or people might just say, yeah, it's not real music or something like that. So unless you're confident of the response, because you're not really looking at feedback at this point on how to create a song or the best methods. You're really just looking for a bit of encouragement at this point. And the best way to get encouragement is either through this channel. Go to my website, you can talk there. There's other Facebook channels. I think there's like AI music creators or Suno music creators, and there's an Udio one. I have a Facebook channel if you look in the channel description. If you want to join that, I haven't really built it out yet, but if I start seeing a whole bunch of people applying, I'm just gonna go ahead and approve those, and we can sort of work together there and see how that goes. Okay, now the third little bit of advice that I'm going to give you is to work out your fear of sharing or creating and being vulnerable in this sort of way. I'm just going to go ahead and point out, I started a few years ago with an Instagram. Like, I had this entrepreneur guy that I followed called Adam Hudson. He was doing his carpool coaching. He's really good in front of the camera, and he would just talk and talk. You get really good advice and you walk away from it. And I thought, you know what? I've always wanted to be able to just talk and have confidence in front of a crowd, in front of a camera. So I started doing it. The thought of hitting play to record myself at that point, my heart would be going crazy. I'd start sweating. I'd probably do a 30-second carpool coaching on my own. Yeah, you should be really and confident, and then hit and then end it, and it'd be done. That's possibly where you're going to be at. Stick to it. Just go over and over again. I wouldn't recommend sharing your first bits until you feel comfortable, and just expect that you're not going to be necessarily getting 100 views on some song that you like. The market right now for AI music is completely flooded. There's a ton of stuff out there. If you want to share it down below, or if you want to send it to me in the through my website, which aidiy.tech, hit the contact form, send it through. I will watch it, and watching that little bit, you know, somebody or one person has listened to your song or viewed, it's really encouraging. Even if you know it's just me, it's really cool to know that someone has watched it, and we like to share in this community. It feels good to have that sort of feedback. Okay, and as I said, it's okay that no one listens to it at first. Just think about how cool it is that you made something, and it's probably going to be something about your personal life, something that you want the world to know about you. That's pretty common that I'm getting in stuff for their first songs, and the things that I'm seeing, the experiences that you've had. That's fine. The point is to get started, listen through it, get familiar with the tools. Okay, now you're comfortable with the tools, you've made a few songs, you're basically hitting the share publicly on Udio or Suno, and maybe a couple people, like maybe I've listened to it and other people have listened to it, and you've had some chats about it. Keep going. I've learned that the more I sort of do, the ideas start coming, and sort of interesting things start to happen from that. And the more interesting and unique your stuff is, the more people are going to listen. I don't know if commercially this is going to be a goal for you to make a lot of money. I'm finding that the joy in the creating and the sharing with others is what most people are after with AI music. So you may not even realize that like I never realized that having this YouTube channel could be so fulfilling in the way that it helps me interact with other people with similar interests. But this could very much be an outlet that you're looking for and you never even knew that you needed. All right, I'm just going to end up on this one. Your favorite song that you have out there may not be the one that everybody else loves, and that's fine. My favorite song that I have on my channel, Praise Be Vinyl, is called the Epic Collab Song. It doesn't matter if no one else listens to it. I've published it on Suno. I'm about to publish it on Spotify and Apple Music. It's on YouTube. I love to listen to it. It brings me joy. I love that song. If no one else listens to it, that's fine. You have to make this stuff in a way that you enjoy it and you love listening to it. And there will be a crowd out there that connect to you and the things that you're doing. You just have to be patient. You have to be patient and find and wait for that. And if that doesn't happen, again, it's not a failure. A lot of people that contact me don't have a lot of views, they don't have a lot of subscribers, but they love the process. Just embrace the process and find a bit of love in it, and you might be able to connect to one or two people, but it's about you first. Okay, I'm just gonna finish up on, this is like a bit of a sandbox. You don't even have to publish anything until you feel comfortable. You could make 100 songs in Suno or Udio, just listen to them, get a vibe for it, and not share with anybody until you feel comfortable. Once you do, or even before you publish, go ahead and go to my description down below. You'll see the Facebook community group, or just join the Suno Discord group. If you go to Suno down below, there's a Discord there. I'm not trying to filter you through to my channels or anything like that. I'm gonna give you options. There are other Facebook pages that Suno Music Creators or whatever it's called. I have nothing to do with that other than I'm a member. But yeah, join the community. The community is very helpful for the most part. And reach out to me on the website if you do have something you made you think is kind of cool. Send me a link in my contact form. I'll check it out, and maybe I'll even feature it at some point. I do a top 5 or top five featured artists every week. Maybe you'll get up there. Likelihood is that you probably will. So I hope you enjoyed that episode, and we will see you next time.